Hello children, how are you all? Today we are going to learn chapter number 2, Fractions and Decimals, part 2. In this class, we'll be learning more about types of fractions. Children, here you can see the difference between proper fractions, improper fractions and mixed fractions. See, as by definition, a proper fraction is a fraction where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. An improper fraction is a fraction where the numerator is equal or greater than the denominator. And a mixed fraction, it consists of a whole number and a proper fraction. So these are the examples for proper fractions, that is 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 5 by 6, 11 by 20, 21 by 25, and you can see a diagrammatic example also. Here 5 parts out of 6 parts are shaded, so it is 5 by 6, and you can easily see that the numerator is less than the denominator. And again we have some examples for improper fractions. What are they? They are 3 by 2, 7 by 4, 6 by 5, 15 by 11, 10 by 10. And a diagrammatic example is 8 by 6. Here you can see 6 parts here and 2 parts in the other whole which are shaded. So we have altogether 8 parts which are shaded out of 6 equal parts. Understood children? So this is an example for improper fraction. Then we have a mixed fraction, 1 by 2, 2 3 by 4, 5 by 6, and then again we have a diagrammatic example for a mixed fraction. Here you can see again we have 6 equal parts and 2 parts here, 1 2 by 6, 1 2 by 6, where 1 is the whole number part and 2 by 6 is a fractional part. So it is 1 2 by 6. Now children, we will be learning the difference between improper and mixed fractions. Both improper fractions and mixed fractions, they are equal, they are same, but the representation is different. Here in improper fraction, the numerator is greater than the denominator. Here we have converted this improper fraction into a mixed fraction where the whole number is represented as a whole number and the fractional part is represented by a fractional part. So we have 1 2 by 6. Understood children? The next type of fractions are equivalent fractions. What are equivalent fractions? Fractions which represent the same part of a whole or which have the same value. What are equivalent fractions? Fractions which represent the same part of a whole or which have the same value. Example. Here you can see 1 by 2 is represented by this diagram where this whole part is divided into 2 equal parts. So the shaded part is represented by 1 by 2. Here children, in the second example or in the second diagram, you can see that the circle is or the shape is divided into 4 equal parts and 2 parts are shaded. So we have 2 by 4 because 2 parts out of 4 equal parts are shaded, so it is given by 2 by 4. But these 2 parts represent half of the figure. These 2 parts, they represent half of the figure. So this part is equal to this part. So 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4. In the next example, you can see in the figure, 3 parts are shaded out of 6 equal parts. So it is represented by 3 by 6. Again, these 3 parts represent half of the figure. So 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4, and this is again equal to 3 by 6. Then you see in the fourth figure again 4 equal parts are shaded here out of 8 equal parts. So it is given by the fraction 4 by 8. But again these 4 parts or the 4 shaded parts are equal to the first half of the figure. So it represents the same equal half part. So we can easily say this 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4 is equal to 3 by 6 is equal to 4 by 8. Such type of fractions are called equivalent fractions. That means they show the same part of a whole. They are all showing the same part of a whole, or again they have the same value, that is half. They have the same value half. This is also showing half of the figure. This also is representing half of the figure. This three these parts are again showing half of the figure, and these four parts again they represent the half of the figure. So they are having the same part or same value, that is half. So such type of fractions called equivalent fractions. Let us take another example. Here you can see this part is represented by 1 by 4. This figure is representing 2 by 8, and this figure is representing 4 by 16. So 1 by 4 is equal to 2 by 8 is equal to 4 by 16. Such type of fractions are called equivalent fractions. Understood, children? Children, to find out whether two fractions are equivalent or not, there is a method to find out whether they are equivalent or not. We can find out by cross multiplying the fractions. This can be seen that we have to multiply the numerator of the first fraction with the denominator of the second fraction. Then again, in the second part, we have to multiply the numerator of the second fraction with the denominator of the first fraction, that is 3 into 8 and 4 into 6. Understood, children? So here 3 into 8 is equal to 24, 4 into 6 is equal to 24. If the products are equal, this shows that these two fractions are equivalent. If the products are equal, we can easily find out that the two fractions are equivalent. Understood, children? Now try these ones for yourself. 2 by 3 and 6 by 9. So 2 nines are 18, 6 threes are 18. So these are again equivalent fractions. See the second one. We have 5 by 7 and 10 by 14. We want to know whether they are equivalent or not. So 5 14s are is 70, 10 sevens are again it is 70. So these two fractions are also equivalent. Then see the third example, 4 by 3 and 16 by 12. 4 by 3 and 16 by 12. Here you see, children, these are improper fractions. Here the numerators are greater than the denominators. We want to know whether these two fractions are equivalent or not. 4 12s is 48, 16 3s are again it is 48. Since the products are equal, these two fractions are also equivalent. Understood, children? So it is easy to find out whether two fractions are equivalent or not just by cross multiplication. Understood? The next type of fractions are like fractions. What are like fractions? Like fractions are fractions where the denominators are same. That means for two or more fractions, if the denominators are same, then they are called as like fractions. For example, we have 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 4 by 3, 7 by 3. Here you can see these fractions, the denominators are all same. The denominators are all same. So such fractions are called like fractions. See the second example. We have 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 7 by 5, 9 by 5. Again, the denominators are 5 and all the denominators are equal. So such type of fractions are called like fractions. Let us take another example here in a diagrammatic way. So here this is representing 1 by 4. That is one part of the four equal parts are shaded. Again we are having another four equal parts where two parts are shaded, and another diagram where three parts out of four equal parts are shaded. So the first fraction is 1 by 4, the second fraction is 2 by 4, and the third fraction is 3 by 4. You can easily see that the denominators are all same. The denominators are all same, but the numerators are different. Such type of fractions where the denominators are same, we call them as like fractions. For example, take another example. Here you see 2 parts out of 5 equal parts are shaded. That means the fraction is 2 by 5, and here 3 parts out of 5 equal parts are shaded. Here 4 parts out of 5 equal parts are shaded. So such type of fraction, that is 2 by 5, 3 by 5 and 4 by 5, here you can see all the denominators are same. So such type of fractions are all like fractions. Understood, children? The next type of fractions are unlike fractions. Fractions where the denominators are not same are called unlike fractions. What are unlike fractions? Fractions where the denominators are not same are called unlike fractions. For example, we have 2 by 5, 2 by 5, 1 by 9, 3 by 7, 4 by 11, 5 by 12. Here you can see the denominators are all different. The denominators are all different. So such type of fractions we call them as unlike fractions. Let us take another example. Here you can see unlike fractions. See the diagram here. It is representing half of the figure is shaded. Half the figure is shaded. So it is the fraction, it is shown by the fraction 1 by 2. You can see in the next diagram, the same whole is divided into 3 equal parts. The same whole is divided into 3 equal parts. So 2 parts are shaded. So it is given by 2 by 3. And you can see in the next diagram, there the diagram we have 4 equal parts. Out of 4 equal parts, 3 parts are shaded. So it is given by the fraction 3 by 4. And now you can easily see the denominators are all different. Here it is 2, here it is 3 and here it is 4. So since the denominators are different, we call such fractions as unlike fractions. Let us take another example. We have 1 by 5, 3 by 8 and 3 by 4. See here the diagram or the figure is divided into 5 equal parts and one part is shaded. So it is here it is 1 by 5. In the second diagram or second figure we see 3 parts out of 8 equal parts are shaded. So it is given by the fraction 3 by 8. And in the third figure we see 3 parts out of 4 equal parts are shaded. So it is given by the fraction 3 by 4. And you can easily see that the denominators are different. That here it is 5, here it is 8 and here it is 4. Since the denominators are different, so we call such fractions as unlike fractions.
Thank you, children. Have a nice time.